Hey folks, Trouble75N here, and something a little bit different today. Of course, you know that I love my guild here, and I've been playing it and playing it and playing it for a while, and now the strings are sounding a little dead to me. It's a little harder to keep it in tune because the strings are worn out, so we're going to go ahead, and today we're going to do a string change on our guild. Hey folks, we got it on the table. We're going to go ahead and loosen up our strings, get them off of here, so that we can go ahead and get this restrung. All right, so let's go ahead and now we get them nice and loose. Let's go ahead and just cut them. All right. Now we got them cut, and they'll be easier enough to pull off because they didn't lock these on here at all. Throw those there. And so we're just kind of filming this as we go. Don't know how much it's going to go, how much it's going to stay, how much you're going to get to laugh, how much you're going to get to cry. We'll just go from there. All right, we got those off. Let's grab our tool here and pull our pins up. And that was easy enough. All right, we'll throw that over there. Throw that one over there. There we go. Throw that one over there. Oh, that one came up for us. That was awful nice. It was very cooperative. All right. And lift that one up. And that one. And get rid of that over there. All right. All right, so now we've got that all set and done. We're going to do a couple things here. We're going to take our straight edge that's hiding right over here, and let's see what kind of condition our neck is in, how straight it is. Helps if you use it the right way. Okay, so we're really straight, so our neck relief is really good. But as long as we've got this off here, we can do a couple things. Get rid of that. I think we've got our micro mesh kit hiding around here somewhere, so give me just a second. We're going to go ahead and find that. All right, so we've got our micro mesh kit here. It is all set to go. And let's go ahead. Let's clean up these frets a little bit. They got a little residue on them, and so we're going to go ahead and clean those up and make them nice and shiny while we got the chance. All right, so that's our first pass with our 1500 grit. We're going to go through all the other grits, and then we're going to come back. All right, so we've done all the different grits, and we are down to the 12,000 grit for the micro mesh, and we'll just go ahead and finish these frets off here. with a final pass to just kind of buff them up and polish them up, and it'll be like a brand new guitar. And so that should be a lot of fun. And I really love this micro mesh kit for this. It does a great job. I know some folks like the fret erasers and stuff like that, but I like these. And probably because it was the first thing that I used, and so you tend to stay loyal to that first thing you use, especially when it works for you. Okay, so we'll dust this off. You may have noticed that our nut was loose, so we're going to have to go ahead and put a little bit of glue in there to go ahead and make sure that that stays situated before we put this all back together. Just clean up our dust here from cleaning our frets. And of course, and while we're at it, we have the old fret one oil here to go ahead and do our fretboard, because it is looking a little dry, and it's been over 100 for the past 2 months. We had one day where it went down to 80, which was a huge relief for a day. But now we're right back into the hundreds and likely to stay there for a good long while now. Okay, and so we'll go ahead, we'll spread that out over the board here. And find some places where it's a little, we didn't need that cap anyway. Okay, we'll work it in. And you're saying, well, you used an awful lot. Yeah, it's really dry. And we're going to wipe up the excess. We're going to give it a little bit to sink in here. And then we'll come back and wipe it down. All right, so we've let our F1 oil sink in here. And we're just going to go ahead and wipe off our excess. Nice little paper towel action here. And our fretboard is looking a whole lot nicer, a whole lot tastier here. And that rosewood is really kind of screaming out. And of course, we've taken the time, like you always should, to go ahead and dust and clean up your headstock where you've got the strings off it. All right, excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's get that crap out of here. All right, let's go. All right. So you may be asking, Charles, what are you going to do for strings here? What are you going to do? Well, my friend Seth Presley over at Presley California Customs, he recommended these Diodarios here. And this is the Acoustic XS set. It is the 80/20 bronze, maximum life, and smooth feel. And it is a 12 to 53 set. And he said that these guilds really love those. And so, since he works as a luthier quite a majority of the time, then I'm going to take his word for it, and I'm going to try them out. And if I don't like these, then we'll try something else. So we've got our strings here, and of course it comes with a nice decal. All right. And of course, and here we are. Let's open these suckers up. All right, so this is where the fun begins. Because unlike a regular Diodario set, it's not all the ball ends are completely colored. And so you have to kind of keep your two groups together here. So we've got a group of, so on our package, it tells us the gold and the black. Okay, that is going to be our E and our A, with our gold being the E, the low E. All right, so we've got our we've got our strings here, and one of the things you may not have noticed is on the acoustic strings, at least with these anyway, the Dario string ends are not all coated like all the different colors. And so in here we've got our E and our A. The E is gold and our A is black, and they were together. So we're going to start with our low E here, and we're going to put that in here and slide that down in. And then we're going to turn our peg here. And we're going to go ahead, since our bridge is just kind of sitting in here too, let's go ahead and just string this up. This is a point where a fellow wishes he had his glasses out here like he's supposed to. And he needs to remember that he needs to put some glue in our nut slot. Just a little bit of glue to hold that nut in place, so that when we do our next string change, it doesn't go bye-bye. Oh, that was nice. All right, so we've got it all strung up. Let's go ahead and clip our strings. We've already kind of started on that one. Went to go get a better tool. All right, let's come to this one. Come to this one. Get this one here. Alright, so we've got it all strung up and even to tune a bit. And so the only thing really left to do is let's make sure that our strings are seated. And we're going to employ the use of the string stretcher that was given to us by Martin Lucas of on the Guitar Corner. Help get these strings seated a little better. Alright, so we're going to go away. We're going to go ahead and make sure this is in tune, and then we're going to play you some sound samples. How's that sound? How does that sound? Alright, so the guild is all strung up. String change has been done. The fretboard has been cleaned. The frets have been polished. The headstock has been cleaned. And we've given the whole thing a good wipe down to boot. Right? So let's go ahead. Let's see what she sounds like. All right, folks, here it is. Our beautiful guild, all strung up, ready to go. We had gone ahead and taken our strings off. We reconditioned our fretboard. We polished our frets. We glued our nut back into place. We restrung it and tuned it. And I think it's a big improvement, but you go back to the beginning of the video and you tell me if this is not a big improvement over the sound in the beginning. But here are your sound samples. Alright, so there we have it. I think it's a big improvement. I think these strings are definitely the way to go on this particular guitar. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider going ahead and subscribing. I know a lot of you are out there watching and may not be subscribed. Would really appreciate that. And don't forget that Seth and I do Guitar Safari on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Central, and we appreciate seeing you there as well. So, as always, enjoy your guitar journey, and thank you for being part of mine. Alright, so we've got it all strung up. We're ready to go here, and we're not ready to go here because that was stupid. Where's my goddamn roll of toilet paper?